We're back. Verbo's broadcasting. In fact, that's what did that. I was going to ask you, the Norman / Spalding. Could the tribal people without Europe cause an international, where'd it go? Could they have this? And maybe that's what they did do. The tribal people knew good, and that is why Europe is here. Tribal. Called them. Signed a pact with them. You say, oh no, the colonies in Europe discovered and all that. I'll bet something happened first. And what you're calling as a European effort was really a tribal effort to get Europe here. To get tied in. And it blew up in their face. Europe betrayed them. What about that? Treachery. International treachery. Are any of the nations of this planet anything yet international treachery? What's happening right now? International treachery. Does the UN represent international? Not really. It thinks it does. That's the whole issue. Is the UN international? No. Well, it's the United Nations, and it's a puppet of international too. Is international as dumb as the United Nations? No. The United Nations is like a laundering system for the internationalists. That's their laundering market. That's where they launder their take. Want to bet? Is your laundry you? No. That's where you get rid of the dirt. The UN is where the internationalists get rid of the dirt. And you eat the dirt of the UN. Planet. Want to bet? I watch the sequence of events. And every time I look at an event, there's something ahead of it. Now I look at another event, something ahead of that. And I'll look at another event, there's something ahead of that. And I'll look at another event, and there's something ahead of that. And you just keep backing up, looking at events, something ahead of that. Looking at that event, there's something ahead of that. Looking at that event, something ahead of that. Looking at that event, something ahead of that. And you start putting the picture in your head. Mosaic on the wall. Let it talk to you. Now you got a teacher. Listen and pay attention and learn. Living every day. Talking to people about it, exchanging it, setting up your priorities with it. Live with it. Priority with it. Sequence with it. Simultaneous with it. Move. Some of you are a lot better at it than I'll ever call you to. Some of you are already doing that. Some don't have any idea what I'm talking about. That's where I'm at. Till the day I kicked the bucket. And I learned to sit on my tuffet in my maker's dream chamber again. Yo, yo, yo. You think everything shuts off when you die? I think that's it. Don't remember. Your dream chamber. I talk to the dream chamber now. It doesn't mean I can when I die. There's no evidence I do. None. And I asked the Lord about it. Lord said, shut up. Did I give you the evidence that? Well, I'm asking. I didn't give you the evidence. Don't get answers where I don't have questions. Dumbass. Why do you have a question where you know damn well there's no answer? I just wonder. You ever hear the Lord respond like Lurch? Say, you ask redundantly stupid questions. I had a college professor tell me that. Finally, I got the answer out of him. I kept asking him why. He gets throwing the chalk at the board and said, why is the chair? Well, I said to sit on. And he kept saying, well, why? Damn. That's his job, not mine. Why? I'll ask the why. You give the answer. Now, why is that formula so long? Trouble remembering all those little J's and X's and pluses and minuses and goddamn, man. And oh man, the explanation behind it. Why? That man used to lose his cuckoo. But he was a wonderful man. I remember him fondly. I didn't finally get the question out of him. I mean, I got the question out of him. I left class with questions. I got the question out of him. That's what he said. I gave you some terms with some questions. Get out of here and go learn. That's what he said. Terms and curiosity. Now go learn with it. I wish I'd have lived up to that one. Now I got the terms. I hardly remember that. I wish I had the formulas still. I don't have the formulas anymore. You could really see some things with that formula. Sine wave theory. Awesome. Vector analogy. Awesome. Capacitance inductance. What you can do with it. Astounding. The product of capacitance and inductance. Astounding. It amplifies. That's what this planet does. The contrast, it amplifies. Big amplifier tube with a human grid. Astounding. Just astounding. What do you think? I do. I just tell you. The function abilities and what this thing as an amplifier tube can do in there, it works like an electron. Fields expanding and contracting. Here we go! I'm sitting on top of a jet engine that blasts through the cosmos. Hello!